Sometimes life feels overwhelming. We all have dreams, big ones. Maybe it's starting your own business, writing a book, getting fit, or even just building better habits. But when we look at the big picture, it feels like standing at the bottom of a giant mountain and thinking, how am I ever going to reach the top? And here's the thing, nobody climbs a mountain in one giant leap. Nobody wakes up one morning and magically arrives at their goal. Every success story, every achievement you've ever admired, is built on one thing: small steps. Think about it. When we were babies, we didn't just wake up and start sprinting around the house. We stumbled, we crawled, we fell. We took tiny, shaky steps. And those little steps are what eventually allowed us to run, jump, and chase after life. It's the same for everything we want to achieve. Small steps matter because they take away the fear. Big goals scare us. They feel too heavy, too impossible. But when you break them down into something small, they become manageable. You're not writing an entire book, you're just writing one page. You're not running a marathon, you're just putting on your shoes and walking for 10 minutes. And here's the magic. Those small steps build consistency. Success isn't about doing something huge one day and then quitting. It's about doing something small every single day. 10 minutes of reading might not sound like much, but in a year, you've consumed hours and hours of knowledge. 1 push-up today, 2 tomorrow. Eventually, that grows into strength you never thought you'd have. And then momentum kicks in. Have you noticed how starting is always the hardest part? But once you take that first step, the next feels easier. You build momentum, and before you know it, you're not crawling anymore, you're running. But here's the most powerful part. Small steps actually change who you are. Every action you take is like casting a vote for the type of person you want to become. When you sit down to write, even just one paragraph, you're not just trying to be a writer, you are a writer. When you go for that short walk, you're becoming a person who values health. Small steps shape your identity. Look at the world's biggest examples. J.K. Rowling didn't write Harry Potter in one sitting. She wrote in cafes, sometimes scribbling on napkins, one little bit at a time. Amazon started as nothing more than a small online bookstore. Even Gandhi's massive movement for freedom began with one man taking one stand. Greatness is never one big leap. It's thousands of small steps stacked together. So let me ask you this. What's the small step you can take today? Not tomorrow, not someday, today. Can you write 1 page? Can you do 1 push-up? Can you spend 10 minutes learning something new? That's all it takes. Because you don't need to see the entire staircase right now. You just need to see the next step. And if you keep climbing, one day you'll turn around and realize you've reached the top of that mountain you once thought was impossible. So remember this. Small steps remove fear, they build consistency, they create momentum, and they transform who you are. Take that 1 step today. And then tomorrow, take another. Before you know it, you'll be living the dream you once thought was too far away. Big dreams are built on small steps. Always. And if this message hit home for you, do me a favor, drop a comment and tell me, what's the small step you're taking today? Let's grow together, 1 step at a time.